Today, we're going to talk about knowing what to do in an emergency. When dealing with workplace safety, most of the focus is given to preventing injuries and incidents. While being proactive in preventing negative events from occurring is critical to an effective safety program, we need to also spend some time discussing what to do in different emergency situations if one does occur. No one wants to think of something bad happening at work. But when it does occur, you need to be prepared for it. So, what are the emergency situations in the workplace that we're discussing? There are many different kinds of emergency situations that can occur in a workplace, depending on factors such as the work being performed, workplace setup, the geographical area the business is located in, and other things like that will impact what kind of emergencies could occur. Some common types of emergency situations that we should consider when discussing emergency response are medical emergencies such as a heart attack or stroke, caught in or between moving equipment, electrical related incidences, fire, weather related disasters. So let's talk about emergency response. Obviously, every type of emergency will have a different response, and even the same types of emergencies may have completely different responses depending on the circumstances. Some things to consider when we're discussing emergency response in the workplace are: before helping a victim of an incident or before assisting an emergency, always ensure that it's safe for you to do so. Sometimes the best plan is to just get to safety. An event such as a failed confined space rescue resulting in multiple fatalities is an example of making a bad situation worse by trying to help. Also, do not overreact. Rushing or making poor choices when dealing with an emergency can result in more victims or create a worse situation in general. Also, understand your company's policies and procedures regarding specific weather emergencies such as a tornado or flood. Also, know where emergency meeting points are at your work site and be familiar with the address of where you're at on a job site or for your workplace. If you have to call 911, one of the first questions they ask is, where are you located? Also know where emergency response equipment is located on site and how to use it. And be familiar with emergency shutoff switches on equipment or machinery. Know the signs and symptoms of common medical emergencies or medical emergencies that can occur in your workplace. Knowing what to do for an individual can make the difference as to whether that person gets the kind of medical attention that they need or not. So knowing what to do in emergency is just as important as knowing how to prevent them from happening in the first place. All too often, bad situations are made worse when individuals are ill prepared for the bad things that can happen, whether that is at work or at home. Take company policies and procedures regarding emergency response seriously. Keep calm and know how to respond to an emergency. It may save your life or the life of someone else around you someday.